Two of the world's three biggest Western vaccine makers have tried to calm fears over a new coronavirus strain, with the University of Oxford and BioNTech predicting that existing jabs would continue to prevent severe disease. Markets had fallen earlier on Tuesday after the chief executive of Moderna, the third big vaccine maker, said that existing vaccines were likely to be much less effective against the Omicron variant and that it would take months to manufacture replacement jabs at that scale. There is no world, I think, where the effectiveness is the same level as we had with the Delta variant. These were the words of Stefan Bancel in an interview at Moderna's headquarters in Massachusetts. He added that he thinks is going to be a material drop. He said that I just don't know how much because we need to wait for the data, but all the scientists that I have talked to are like, this is not going to be good. On Tuesday, Ugur Sahin, the head of BioNTech, which makes a leading COVID 19 vaccine with Pfizer, struck a more upbeat tone, however. He said that we believe that fully vaccinated individuals will still have a high level of protection against severe disease caused by Omicron. And he said that he anticipates that booster vaccination will further increase protection and potentially provide protection against disease of any severity. Now, BioNTech and Pfizer were ready to adopt the vaccine within 6 weeks and ship the first batches within 100 days if necessary. Separately, Oxford, which makes another coronavirus vaccine with AstraZeneca, said in a statement that there was no evidence so far that existing vaccines would not continue to provide protection against Omicron as they have for previous variants of concern. All in all, it means that BioNTech, Pfizer, uh, you have the AstraZeneca, Oxford, and you have both of them on one side, which is a little more positive tone, and we have Moderna on the other side. We will continue to evaluate the implications of the emergence of Omicron for the vaccine immunity. Despite the appearance of new variants over the past year, vaccines have continued to provide very high levels of protection against severe disease, and there is no evidence so far that Omicron is any different. Now, Rochelle Walensky, the head of US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, says that we know that vaccination helps protect you, your loved ones, and your community from COVID 19, and we fully anticipate this protection, at least in part, will be beneficial against Omicron. There is still a lack of reliable data on vaccine efficacy against Omicron, and the pharma industry's predictions drew short shift from the World Health Organization's chief scientist Soumya Swaminathan. According to Soumya, we believe it's premature to draw any conclusions about the efficacy of vaccines against Omicron. WHO has convened all our expert groups, and scientists are working on experiments to test neutralization capacity of stored sera from recovered patients or vaccinated individuals against a new variant, and this will take a few weeks. According to Soumya Swaminathan, we need to be patient pending full clinical effectiveness studies to study if this variant is able to overcome the immunity generated by the existing vaccines. Bancel said that a high number of Omicron mutations on the spike protein, which the virus uses to infect human cells, and the rapid spread of the variant in South Africa suggest that a current crop of vaccines may need to be modified next year. He said that scientists were worried because 32 of the 50 mutations in the Omicron variant are on the spike protein, which current vaccines focus on to boost the human being's uh, immune system to combat COVID 19. Most experts thought that such a highly mutated variant would not emerge for another year or two, as per the comments of Stefan Bancel. The Moderna chief's predictions rattled investors on Tuesday, with equities in crude oil dropping sharply. Comments, of course, from the US Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell, suggesting that a central bank may rein in its crisis stimulus measures more quickly than previously thought, also later prompted strong or exacerbated the selling on Wall Street. Friends, there is an issue about uh, how the different vaccine makers and their chiefs are reacting to this Omicron virus variant of the coronavirus. And this is something that investors need to take into consideration. Moderna looks to be a little more downbeat as compared to Pfizer, BioNTech, and also Oxford AstraZeneca. And this is something which is on top on everyone's mind as to what really will eventually transpire. Moderna, although the third largest maker, is supposed to be one of the important ones. Efficacy of its vaccine has drawn great applause, and I think that we need to keep this under constant watch and consideration. Do not forget the fact that these vaccines do have their own issues and side effects as well. At the same time, these various players need to bring out modifications in the vaccine to enhance their effectiveness in this new variant Omicron against the coronavirus, and that the world is going to watch with unabated breath. Should it transpire that this Omicron is considered to be a more difficult version, that this could have tremendous impact on the world economy, which is already just teetering and trying to escape a recession in many ways. Yes, there have been some growth rebounds in many parts of the world, but many are still struggling to come out of the lockdown effect. And this could throw in another spanner in the works, friends. So, guys, we need to take this with all seriousness. There are many who suggest that scientists in South Africa have uh, said that this is appearing to be less lethal than the Delta variant of the coronavirus. But friends, do not forget the fact that um, that virus was a little different from the current situation. The Delta variant and the Omicron are different. Besides, the sample size that has been taken to evaluate the Omicron is of a younger age group, that people have forgotten that. And its capability to work on people with more compromised immune systems needs to be considered appropriately. Vaccine makers need to address the fact that whether they can deal with the more compromised sections of the global population and what its vaccines will do to them. Just testing on a small sample size of the young people itself is not going to cut the mustard, friends. So, guys, this Omicron threat is here to stay, and in all probability, the financial markets could get more rattled should more revelations come, which could be serious in nature, and should there be more contagion effect of the Omicron variant of the coronavirus. So, friends, be on your guard, and I believe that one more wave of the coronavirus could hit. Whether this is the one, time will tell. But yes, before the I've been asked many times that could I use my predictive abilities to prevent the end of coronavirus. I think one wave can bring it to an end. Uh, I hope this wave doesn't really turn into reality. This is what I believe from the bottom of my heart. Instead, I believe that, however, one wave might still be around to get a little hit out of the world population before calm returns back to the world markets, to the world economy, to the world financial markets, and the world of and the field of world medicine. Happy investing, friends. Talk to you soon once again. Take care. Bye bye.